Hi, my name's Andy Chapman and this is my third clip of my story of how I'm defying cancer by using a positive mental attitude to get me through this cancer journey. For those of you who haven't seen either of the previous two, I have multiple myeloma. I will have this for the rest of my life, this form of cancer. For those of you unaware, there is no cure for. It's being managed by chemo. Second time round now of being on chemo. Got into remission once, and since 2021, I have been back on chemo on a weekly basis. So there's no cycles, it's just constant bang, bang, bang each week. And it is, touch wood, manageable at the moment. My aim with these was to do a series of clips, keeping them for 5 minutes, maybe 6, 7, so they don't get too long. Most people can fit in 5, 6, 7 minutes during their day to have a quick look through a video. So that's a general sort of thought process. I had a few things in mind of how I'm dealing with things, how I'm sort of keeping that positive mindset. However, I was thrown a curveball last week in that I was booked in for an operation. It was unrelated to the cancer, but something that I've been on a waiting list for a year. I was booked in at the hospital in my gown. I've seen the anaesthetist, waiting to go down, being taken to theatre, when the surgeon turns up and says, basically, he's not geared up to do this type of op, and I'll need to be referred to another hospital. So it's a bit of a worry. It really knocked me sideways. I've been waiting for a year for this op. It is quite urgent because I had to have part of my bowel removed last December, and now I'm back on a waiting list. So this really threw me. So I guess what I'm saying is, like, we all get thrown a curveball. Something comes out of the blue that we're least expecting. This really knocked me for a few days. So it's not all happy clappy, everything wonderful all the time. I do have a little wobble every so often. I didn't really want to concentrate on that. I wanted to concentrate on the positives, but I thought, as this is something quite recent, it did really affect me, really knocked me sideways. I couldn't really see the wood for the trees. I had a foggy head. I wasn't there mentally, and I was really suffering. Going out and exercising, getting some fresh air, listening to music, which I love, nothing was sort of helping me switch off. So, I'll use that word curveball again. It's what happens, and this happens for all of us. We're dealing with this illness. For those of you who are looking at this who have got myeloma or a form of cancer or any debilitating illness that knocks you sideways, you're going to have days, weeks, times where everything is not great. And I guess it's how we manage that. And I think the essential thing is, for all of us, is we've got to prioritise our own well-being. We've really got to put ourselves first sometimes. And that is alien to most people, isn't it? Most of us, we sort of try and struggle on. We're there to help other people. And we don't always put ourselves first. And it sort of really drove it home to me, really, that I needed just to sort of switch off, not be sociable, just try and get through this little wobble I was having. Thankfully I did. It lasted a few days, but we do really need to prioritise ourselves at times when we're having a difficult time. And don't be afraid of that. Don't be scared of that. Put yourself first. Put your feet up on the sofa, read a book, binge watch something, listen to music, do whatever is the thing that helps you unwind, helps you switch off. If you're struggling physically, can you ask for help from anywhere else? If you're a parent, can you ask a friend to maybe do school pickups, drop-offs. You know, can you say to the family, you know, I can't cook tonight, I'm really not up to it. You know, can a partner cook, can get a takeaway in, can just bung something in the oven that just needs heating and taking out. Far from ideal, obviously, but, you know, let's do these things. You know, are you a carer for elderly relatives? You know, can you get another relative sibling to muck in, help out? Can a friend or neighbour look in on them? You know, just set aside a bit of time for yourself, because if you're struggling physically and mentally and you're pushing yourself through that barrier, then it's just going to exasperate matters, and you're not going to be at your best for your family, friends. You're not going to be able to get through this little difficult period and then go out and do the things you enjoy. It's just going to lengthen this period of being mentally or physically in a bad way. So, you know, I've gone over 5 minutes, so I always do this. I guess the key thing I've taken away from last week and what happened to me, the key thing I've really taken away is that I try not to get stressed with things that are out of my hands. This thing with the operation, you know, it's always going to rear its head every so often, but I can't do anything about it other than chase up for an appointment, try and push it along. You know, that may or may not happen, I don't know, but all I can do is sit tight and wait. You know, I can worry about it every week, but that's not going to get me anywhere. That's just going to make me feel worse. So I guess this thing is, you know, like I say, I've been thrown a curveball. We all get thrown these things, whether it's something that makes us struggle physically, struggle mentally, some bad news, you know, but prioritise your well-being. Otherwise, you're not going to be able to help those around you who need your help as well. So that's the final part for me for this session. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you do, you know, please like, please comment, good or bad. Any feedback will be much appreciated. But until next time, this is Andy Chapman, over and out. Cheers.